Um, Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. First, I would like for myself thank Ted Matkowski once again, the brain behind the festival, and also Robert Domański and his crew for this fantastic, great job. Thanks to them, we can see the latest achievement in Polish cinematography. Now me. Well, when Robert approached me and asked me to say something about the film, I got a bit worried. How can I make connection with my own life or with myself? God knows. And then I watched the movie, and I still couldn't make it. I didn't know what am I going to say. And in the end, I decided to write a letter to you. And I think I've got it here. I thought maybe that will be easier for me. Dear friends, you are just about to watch this extraordinary film about an extraordinary man. Over 100 artists from all over the world came to participate in this production, creating this animation. Yes, animation. They painted every scene of the movie, shot by shot, over 60,000 shots, in the Impressionist style. The style the main character of the movie himself used to create in. But let's not talk about the form, which is definitely one of the reasons to watch the film, but let's talk about the main character, and others like him a little bit. Vincent van Gogh, an artist. But who is an artist? A painter? A musician? An actor? A writer, a poet, a photographer? I could probably name a few more professions with the label attached to it, an artist. But what do all the artists have in common? Well, they must have something. Well, they do. They all are endlessly seeking success, recognition, acceptance. They all crave to be the best, to be different, unique. Their sensitivity and the way they look at the mundane world stands sometimes in the way to become wealthy, or even just to make money for everyday living. Quite often, they lived in poverty, rejected by society, abandoned by their families, or if not abandoned, then misunderstood, criticized for not doing or getting well-paid, respectful jobs. As a result, many of them suffer from depression, mental illness, or simply cannot go on with their lives. Yes, over centuries we have lost many great artists due to depression, overuse of drugs, suicide, like Claude Monet, Chagall, Archie Gorky, Hemingway, Witkacy. And even now, in the era of technology, media, computers, science, artistic recognition, money in the show business and arts, we are still losing great artists, usually for the same reason. And some of them didn't suffer from lack of money. They didn't live poorly, and yet their tormented creative minds could not withstand the reality of life. To name a few, Robin Williams, Seymour Hoffman, Prince, Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston, Michael Hutchinson, and many, many, many others. Loving Vincent, being the last movie of the festival, might not be a cheerful way to finish, but definitely powerful. In the end, we, as artists, are trying to keep going forward, creating and following our hearts. It is great to see you all here this evening, because that means you care. So let's watch this movie together and experience this fantastic cinematography. Loving Krzysztof.